York and Brazil. And thank you for watching us with the study of the Spirits book. Um, and we're very happy to have you here every Thursday, 8 o'clock, New York time, at 10, Brazil time. We're 2 hours behind now. So thank you for watching, even late. We're going to start the study of tonight the way we always do, with a prayer. Thanking God for the opportunity of one more night being here together in good health and good spirits, ready to learn. And we thank you, God, for bringing us together tonight. And we ask for your permission to start the meeting with your blessings and peace. So be it. So be it. We are still on chapter 2, part 2. No, chapter 1, part 2. The spirit world, or the world of spirits. Chapter 1 is spirits. It's a long one. We're going to start now this part on chapter 1, on part 2. That is really, really, truly, truly, truly amazing. Because this is going to teach us a lot about the different orders of spirits, and within the orders, the classes of spirits. It's so enlightening. And the different orders of spirits, we're going to see they're divided in 3 main ones. And of course, the spirits are going to teach us. It's not something set in stone. There is not like, oh, if you cross this barrier, you're going to be there. No. There are a lot of in-betweens, but in 3 main orders, and we're going to study that, question 96 and on. And this is going to take us a couple of classes. So let's get started. It's so good to have you here. I know some people are watching us. And Juliana, Gustavo, Norma, and Alice, and Claudia. So the ones that are, and all the others. Mwah. So glad to see you here. The different orders of spirits. Question 96. Are all spirits equal, or is there some kind of hierarchy among them? Are all the spirits equal, or some kind of hierarchy among them? This is the answer that the spirits gave to Kardec. They are of different orders according to their individual degree of self-purification. According to their individual degree of self-purification. This answer is so filled with stuff, right? Because it's up to whom to move up on the orders of the spirits? To us. Self-purification. We are a work in progress. And I'll share the news. When we see the orders here, we say, oh, I'm on this one. Oh, I'm on this one. And he's like, keep listening so you can see there is such a long road ahead of us. But we've come so far. So we're going to make it. The destiny of all of us is perfection, is light. So this is the answer for question 96. Question 97 will break it down for us. Are there a set number of orders or degrees of purification among spirits? And this is the answer. The number is unlimited, because between these orders, there is no one line of demarcation like a barrier. The way I just said to you, there is not like until here it's one order, until from this one, no. Thus, the divisions may be multiplied or decreased at will. However, if we consider their general characteristics, we may reduce them to 3 principal orders. And this is what we're going to study tonight and through this course, because each order is composed of classes, different classes of spirits. And this is what we're going to go. We're going to go through all of them. It makes it so much easier the way the spirits broke down in different orders and different classes. Today, when I was thinking about this course, I reminded of something very, very, very emotional to me from the past. I was teaching the gospel for kids back in Brazil. This is like more than 20 years ago. I'm delivering my age on this. Way more than 20 years ago. And I was there at the Spiritus Center that I used to go and teach the gospel for kids. And after the class, I had this question, doctrine question. And I said, who can answer this question to me? Instead of going and looking for it, I just wanted the quick answer, right? So I went to this person. He was one of the directors of the Spiritus Center. And I went to him and I asked, do you know this, and this? And it was a question that had many questions in between. And I don't even remember right now what it was, because like I said, it's just decades ago. But I just remember the fact that he said, oh, come on here. Let's open the Spirit's book. And he went and grabbed the Spirit's book and he opened and he said, listen, this is it. This is what you need. And then he gave me the number of questions and he said, oh, but this is also on this question. Let's go there too. And he pointed out 2 or 3 questions to answer my question. And I was in disbelief with his knowledge. And I was like, oh my God, one day I want to know all about the Spirit's book like him. And I can't forget that day, because that day was so, so remarkable to me. And this is the joy that I have. That day I decided I want to learn the Spirit's book. And I'm so glad to be able to share this moment here with you, because I'm also learning. Every time you read, you find something different. So this study about the orders and classes of spirits is just amazing. It has a lot of good stuff. So the number is unlimited, because between these orders, there is no line of demarcation like a barrier. Thus, the divisions may be multiplied or decreased at will. However, if we consider their general characteristics, we have then 3 principal orders. In the first order, we may put those who have already reached perfection. Who are those? The pure spirits. In the second are those who have reached the middle of the scale. Their main concern is the desire to do good. So those are the good spirits. In the third are those who are towards the bottom of the scale, the imperfect spirits, who are characterized by ignorance, the desire for evil, and all the passions that retard their advancement. So we have to stop here, because in this question, when the spirits put, and when the editors put the word evil, there's a little note, a note for the bottom, that shows nota de rodapé, the note that explains or brings the definition of evil. And that's a wonderful definition on question 97 of the Spirit's book. But before we read that, let's just understand what they define as imperfect spirits. They are the ones who are ignorant, desire for evil, remain in the desire for evil, and all the passions that retard their advancement. So evil in a broad sense comprises the ignorance, the desire to do evil, and being attached to the passions, vices, passions, things that bring us what? To be stuck, We need to progress. And the way that the Spirit's book puts it this way, from bottom to top, because this is the line of evolution. It's from ignorance, evil, to the stars, right? So this is the way. So when we start with the classes, we're going to start from bottom to top, to the pure spirits. So pure spirits, top; good spirits, middle; and evil spirits, bottom. Evil. Let's read the definition. Throughout this work, evil must be interpreted relatively. It does not always imply absolute depravity or outright wickedness, as symbolized by Satan, for example. So it's putting evil not in an extreme sense of, oh, you have to be really wicked, or using the symbol of um, that they used here, the spirits use here, Satan, for example. Rather, there are varying degrees. Evil is, definition, the doing of acts that are contrary to the divine and social laws. Doing acts that are contrary to the divine and social laws. Obviously, the social laws, they change with time. Divine laws, immutable, eternal. But society brings laws that are very important and they need to be observed. So doing evil is breaking those laws, is contrary to the acting on, contrary to the divine and social laws. The unjust and noxious sentiment that hinders the spirit's purification, prevents the spirit from moving forward, from purifying itself, and keeps beings away from spiritual virtues. And you see here how these things keep us stationary, really stuck, stopped into one place, because we are determined to be doing evil or doing things that are contrary to the divine laws, to the social laws, and that will hinder us from progressing. The law is the law of progress. We don't regress. But we may be in the same position by our own will for a long time. And that is our decision. So when we study the laws here, the God's laws here, the law of every single law is here on the Spirit's book. More, we'll way ahead from this part 2. We're going to see that. We're going to see the divine laws, and we're going to study the law of progress, and we're going to see that. But basically, and that the definition of the evil is by Zilda Gamas in Almas Crucificadas, Crucified Souls, through the spirit of Victor Hugo. And that is from the Spiritist Federation, Feb, page 104. So this is the little note that the spirits bring to question 97. So evil doesn't need to be something as intense as wicked. No. When you're not doing good, guess what? Right? So, definition of evil. We're going to have the definition of good on the next one. So, recapping: pure, good, middle, and the imperfect ones that are still characterized by 3 things: ignorance, the desire for evil, and the passions, the attachment to the passions that hinder or retard their advancement. Beautiful. Question 97. Topic for discussion. Question 98. Do the spirits of the second order only possess the desire to do good, or do they also have the ability to do it? That's a very good question. So the spirits that are already on the second order, the good spirits, do they have only the desire to do good, or they have the ability to do it? And then the answer is they have such ability according to their degree of purification. If we got a penny for how many answers we got from the spirits with the same sentence, right? According to their degree of purification. We have to understand that. We should put that on our refrigerator. According to our degree of purification, we will be able to do dot, dot, dot. Limitless. It's up to us. According to our degree of purification. So they have such ability according to their degree of purification. Some possess scientific knowledge, others wisdom and goodness. Look how the spirits put uh, doing good. Sometimes it's just like we think like doing good is just being in a place praying all day long. No, no, absolutely not. The scientists that are studying for a cure for whatever disease is, they're doing good. So they're putting here scientific knowledge, professors, so many examples, doctors, others, wisdom and goodness. All of them, however, have trials that they yet must endure. So the good spirits are not pure spirits yet. They're in the middle. Imperfect, good, pure. While they're still imbued of the goodness and willing to do the goodness and doing the goodness effectively, because that's the answer, they still have to go through some trials that they must endure. And then when they use the word good during the question, on the question, they give us the definition. The definition is at the bottom of the page again. Good as a noun, excellent or merit, kindness, to do good, kindness, moral righteousness, virtue, to be a power for good. Look at this. To be a power for good. This is what we have to pray for every morning, that we can be a power for good, that we can be of service to the light and to goodness, because this is wonderful. Look at the definition of good. Excellent, excellence or merit, kindness, to do good, moral righteousness, virtue, to be a power for good. We want to have the power of being good. We want to have the power for good. Let's keep that. Let's keep that. Let's keep that as a mantra for this week. This is bottom line. This is what's going to keep us moving forward. Kindness is so important. It's a word that defines it all. When you look at someone else and you see that person in their humanity, and you're really concerned about how they feel. Sometimes life is so filled with activities and stuff, you don't have the time to ask everyone that you know, how are you feeling today? But when somebody comes to you and you're in contact with this person, kindness is key. And we express our kindness in so many levels. You don't even have to be in touch with the person. You can send a note. You can pray. There's so many ways to develop that on us. Yeah. Spirit's book. Question 99. Are all spirits of the third order altogether evil? So we went back the good and then went back to the imperfect spirits. And the answer, no. Some do neither good nor evil. Pay attention to this one. If you're not doing good nor evil, guess where you stand? In the third order, on the imperfect spirits. It's right there. Definition, per definition, the Spirit said, no, some do neither good nor evil. They just the ones that don't do anything. And that is being, there's a definition of virtues, right? The active virtues that you need to develop in order to progress. So this is basically it. If you're not doing good, if you're not doing evil, but if you're not doing good, guess where you stand? Right there. So let me read it all together. No, some do neither good nor evil. Others, however, take pleasure in evil and are satisfied when they find an opportunity for it. Still, others are frivolous or foolish spirits, more mischievous than wicked, who take more pleasure in spite than evil, and who take pleasure in amusing themselves by bewildering people and causing them petty annoyances. These definitions here, I think they're so interesting because um, what brings me right there is like um, the foolish, right? The foolishness that we don't have time anymore for that. The spirits have told us for decades, almost centuries now, that we have to use our free will and make choices. And if you're still carrying a life like this, frivolous, foolish, mischievous, more mischievous than wicked. So they're not mean, but they're just like not caring. You're remaining on that path, or on that you're going to be sitting there for a while. In order to do good, we need to decide to have a lot of discipline in life. Discipline. That's what Emmanuel told Chico, right? When he presented himself. Discipline, discipline, discipline. Because if you want to move forward, there is no magic touch that's going to make it happen. It's a choice. Instead of watching a bad TV show that is just foolish, that is not going to bring you anything, that is going to bring to your subconscious bad images. And the companion that you're going to invite to your home to watch these shows and to be in that vibration, in that energy, is not going to be the best company. But try opening a book and doing your gospel at home, and try studying and improving your virtues, your kindness, living your day according to where you want to be. This is what it is all about. And this is going to bring us to the progress that we want to see on ourselves. And then we're going to attract to be near us people that are, in the same vibration, in the same path of enlightenment. So this is basically what it is. So not all the spirits of the third order are evil. Some of them are just wasting their time. And we know we have no time to waste with that. Our time must be used to study, to progress, to do goodness. There comes winter now, right? There's so many people in need of so much. We are here talking in a structure that is provided by a Spirit Center. So why don't you ask yourself, what does Ponto de Luz needs from me that I could do that would help them carry on with their activities? There's so much we can do. So instead of wasting your time, do something good with your time. And that's the path of progress, and that's the path of enlightenment. We're not going to continue here because the next is a subtitle that I want to start all together, the spirit hierarchy, and we're going to read that through. We're going to break down in the classes. That is for next class, question 100. Yay! we moved to the three digits. And basically, before we do the prayer to finish this course tonight, I wanted to thank you all for watching. Spread the word with your friends that speak English. Maybe they will find something here that will bring them to a better self, to their better selves. Something that will spark the curiosity and the joy of learning. Sunday, we have the activity at the center. If you need to know how to be there, contact Norma or contact Aliani to put your name on the list. They have the presential and they have also the stream on YouTube. So we appreciate all you have been doing through this pandemic for the center. And one of the things is sharing the activities and offer yourself to what we can do. This is what we can do to give our little contribution where it's needed. So let's pray together now to end this course. And I thank you, God, for bringing us together tonight. Protect us and bless us through this whole week. May we have the strength, the patience, and everything that we may need to conduct ourselves the best way possible this week. Being kind, being generous, progressing. Be with us, Lord, and protect every single family that is now watching this and praying with us, and this whole humanity. Be with us, Lord. Be with us. We thank you all for being here. Thank you. Be in peace, and we'll see you next Thursday. Bye-bye.
Senhor, fazei-me instrumento de vossa paz. Onde houver ódio, que eu leve o amor. Onde houver ofensa, que eu leve o perdão. Onde houver discórdia, que eu leve a união. Onde houver dúvida, que eu leve a fé. Onde houver erro, que eu leve a verdade. Onde houver desespero, que eu leve a esperança. Onde houver tristeza, que eu leve a alegria.